Welcome back. My name is Mahima, and a lot of you guys were asking about things to bring to college. So, specifically for Karunya, I'll divide this into 4 sections. The first section will be daily living essentials, the second is toiletries, the third is clothes and footwear, and then the fourth is study, electronics, and health. So, for daily living essentials, you can get a mattress in the orientation place. If not, there are outside stores as well, and there's a shop inside Hostel that will provide mattresses. So you don't have to bring a mattress from home, you can just buy that here. And you should bring 2 to 3 sets of bed sheets, just so when you're washing one, you don't have to wait for it and you just have another pair on hand. And then pillows and pillow covers, definitely bring pillows, and a blanket. It's very important that you bring a blanket because it does get cold here. So if you have a blanket on hand, it's very helpful. Then 2 to 3 towels. And then I would recommend to bring a laundry basket just so it's easier to store your dirty clothes in rather than a bag. And in the cabinet that you guys will be given, so that in first year's rooms, you'll have 4 cabinets, so one per person. So in the cabinet, there'll be a storage place on the top, and then you'll have this whole section, and then you'll have a place on the bottom to keep your shoes. So on the top, we'll usually put like different things that we don't necessarily use at that time. So maybe traditional clothes, extra shoes, extra clothes that we're not using throughout our daily life. So, and then after that, I would also recommend to buy at least some baskets or something just to organize your clothes in, as well as hangers. I would recommend to get 10 to 15 hangers just so you can hang up your daily clothes onto the rack. And then clothes clips. So definitely bring those because you will be washing your clothes, and sometimes it's really windy or the monkeys will come and grab clothes. So if you have a clip on it, nothing will happen to it. And I would suggest bring 2 water bottles, one for hostel, one for college, and just because then you don't have to be going to the water doctor over and over again. And a mug, which is thermally insulated, so a stainless steel mug of some sort, as well as a plate and spoon. So 2 plates, 2 spoons, 2 forks, that kind of thing, and an umbrella. You can buy all these things here also, but you can also bring them from home, no worries. And for first years, extension boards are not allowed, so just bring electronics with a bit of a long wire, any chargers or things like that. So next is toiletries and personal care, so toothbrush, toothpaste, all the personal care essentials that you use, definitely bring those. I would also suggest to bring 2 mugs. So in the morning when you go to brush your teeth and wash your face and all, I would put all of those things in 1 mug and then use the second mug for when you're taking a shower or bathing. I think that's the most effective way. And also bring 2 to 3 buckets because you will be washing your innerwear because they don't take that for laundry if you choose the laundry option. So you will have to wash your clothes. So definitely bring 2 to 3 buckets just to be on the safe side. And coming to clothes and footwear, I recommend everyone to have at least at least one traditional set of clothes just for different occasions, different things that happen around campus, as well as pajamas, kurtis for girls, and shirt and pants for boys, and different things. Also bring a jacket or a raincoat because it does rain a lot here, especially during the monsoon season. And for footwear, normal shoes, maybe bring 1 set of sneakers just in case, because for first years I've heard that they have to go running in the morning. So just in case of things like that, if you're gonna take part in any marathon or anything, bring 1 set of sneakers. And yeah, the 4th category is study, electronics, and health. So for studying, a laptop is completely necessary. Please do buy a laptop before you come to college. I'm not sure about the specifications, but I would say maybe a laptop, just a pretty good laptop, maybe from HP, or if you're pretty invested or you want to go high end, you can do Apple, you can do the laptop that has a V on the back. I'm not sure the name of it. Lenovo is a pretty good laptop as well. So it just depends on you, whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable with, but definitely do buy a laptop. And as well as notebooks, pens, pencils, everything, you can get that here as well. And another thing is a calculator. Every student should have a calculator just because you will be having math, and during your exams, and even for other subjects, you will be doing a lot of calculations. So please do buy a scientific calculator. I know that Casio has really good ones. Most of us use Casio, so do buy your scientific calculator from there, but make sure it's not a programming calculator where you can store the values in that calculator. If you buy one of those, and if they're checking calculators in exam hall, you will be caught and you will not be able to write your exams. So just be aware of that and be careful of that. Just buy a normal scientific calculator. If you guys want, I'll link it in the bio just so you have it right there for you. Then just bring 2 phone chargers just in case anything happens to one. And you can bring wireless earbuds as well, but I also recommend having at least 1 pair of wired earphones just in case anything happens. Yeah. Also, another thing is to have a pen drive. I mean, personally, I feel like you should have a pen drive just so you can store all the PPTs, all the data, all the documents that you need for college. Just because maybe sometimes your laptop will crash or something will happen and you can't access your laptop. So then if you have a pen drive and you store everything on the USB drive, it's really helpful. And health and emergency, a basic first aid kit. So maybe bandages, and then maybe gauze, tape, just in case anything happens and you really don't want to go to the hospital for it, you can bring that. And power banks. Power banks are very, very important. I recommend every student to have a power bank because sometimes in the morning we don't charge our phone or we don't turn on the plug to charge it. So I would definitely recommend every student to have a power bank, as well as 2 to 3 locks. So you will need 1 lock for your desk cabinet. So every student gets a desk, and under the desk there's a cabinet. So you'll need to lock that. So with the small lock, then you need a little bigger lock to lock your cabinet that you use, like where all your clothes and all your suitcase and everything is. So bring 2 locks, and then you'll, I guess when you get there, you can decide who wants to buy the big lock for your room as well. So yeah, also the most important thing is bring copies of all your documents, as well as 4 to 5 hard copy passport size pictures of yourself, and keep everything also on a PDF or on a USB drive just to have it on your system, on your laptop as well. So keep a hard copy and a soft copy of all your documents, and a passport size photo. So I think that's it. If you guys need anything else, you can put it in the comments. I'll make a PDF list kind of just to share it with you guys as a checklist before you come to college, and I hope this helped. Bye bye.